Thanks to you, the royals have finally reached High Isle. While the Ascendant Order has lost their prizes, they remain a threat. Once the Ascendant Lord and his Magus learn the Alliance leaders are here, they will stop at nothing to reach them. Lord Bacaro and I have a secure place. They'll be safe enough there. So far, we've been on the defensive, reacting to events. The time has come to take the fight to the Ascendant Order, and my plan starts with this meeting you heard about on Aminos. And I think I know how to determine where this assemblage will take place. While you were away, I received reports of Ascendant Order activity at Mistmouth Cave. I propose we investigate. And if luck is with us, catch ourselves a Lord and a Magus. Mistmouth Cave lies on the northern coast of High Isle. It's a favorite of outlaws and pirates. I'll meet you there. I need to go over some details with Jakan one more time. Things tend to go in one ear and out the other with that one, you know. Not as safe as they could be. Lord Bacaro, Valessi, and I arranged for the Mages Guild to protect the conference site on All Flags Islet with powerful defensive spells. I'll rest easier with the delegates safely behind those wards. That's our hope. Now that the Alliance leaders are here and safe, they just need a little time to recover from their ordeal. And we need to make sure the Ascendant Order no longer poses a threat. Worried about me? Oh, pish-posh. I was dealing with brigands, trolls, and threats to the realm since well before Rancer launched his ill-fated little war. There's nothing in this archipelago that I can't handle. But thanks for your concern, dear. I know the feeling. I couldn't keep it all straight without my notebooks. The Ascendant Order wants to kill the leaders of the three alliances. They sent a storm to sink the ships carrying them here for the peace conference. That's correct, dear. And while you were rescuing Prince Ernskar, you overheard the Ascendant Lord tell the Magus to summon the Order to a meeting on High Isle. We're going to follow up on that and figure out where this meeting will take place.
Why must we sit on our hands? The Dominion can crush the Ascendant Order with one fell blow.
I will not allow the Dominion to land warriors on Breton shores. The Daggerfall Covenant will handle this matter.
Summon your fleets and I will leave. The Ebonheart Pact will not negotiate under threat of attack.
Patience, please. This is a delicate situation. Let us handle this. Now go with Jakan. He'll see you to a safer location.
There. I recharged the medallions. They can be returned to the delegates.
What a strange magic.
I think I've got this. Just a bit more, and I'll have a spell matrix worthy of the greatest mage rights on Artaeum.
Can't believe the Colossus was destroyed. Bad omen, surely.
This will keep you out of Emunara's fur until she gets the shield.
I'd swallow her. Traveler, may I ask a favor? I have honorably guarded Lady Garrick's trials for more lifetimes than I can recall. And this necromancer thinks she can cow me? I'll have none of it! Apologies. Thank you for stopping. Would you kindly douse that censer and unbind me? I am the steward of Garrick's Rest. I am bound to this place until someone completes the Trials of Worth. 3 tests that measure the qualities a knight needs to bear Lady Garrick's sacred shield. Unless you're a schemer like Emunara. To take the sacred shield without daring the Trials of Worth. But only one who passes the trials learns the words that dismiss the wards guarding the shield. If you can win the shield before the necromancer steals it, I will reward you. Perhaps you are the very soul I've waited for all these years. Someone worthy enough to earn Lady Garrick's most treasured possession. Please, pick up the censer and extinguish it. I suspect that should end the necromancer's binding. Yes, I'm certain you do. Only an incurious fool wouldn't seek to know more. But it may surprise you to learn that I find being bound like this deeply unpleasant. Please, collect and extinguish the censer. I will answer every question once I'm free. Now I'll gladly answer your questions. You should hold on to that censer. Already you show more virtuous character than Emunara ever will. Your compassion will go remembered. Now, enter Garrick's Rest to begin the Trials of Worth. Pass with honor, but move quickly. I cannot allow Emunara to cheat her way to the shield. Lady Jocelyn Garrick, a premier captain of the All Flanks Navy. Sailors flocked from all across the sea to sail with her. She was stern, efficient, and shrewd. And she was loyal. Always brought her crew home safely. Except the last time. I can't say for certain. That Colovian admiral, what was his name? Well, he ordered the whole fleet to Thrass. Lady Garrick and her crew never returned. The rest became quite lonely with her gone. But I managed to stay honorably occupied. I kept watch over Garrick's Rest. I wanted it to stay pristine, just in case. Challengers continued to arrive, looking to pass the Trials of Worth. Word spread that the prize was now Lady Garrick's fabled shield. And that kept me quite busy for a time. The rush to earn the shield slowed to a trickle. I think people started to believe the task was impossible. Eventually, they stopped altogether. But I stayed at my post. Lady Garrick gave me an order, and I refused to shirk it. Even after I died. Oh, I met my end as an old man. While cleaning cobwebs off one of the traps, I felt a pain in my chest. Then, just darkness. I woke up above my body. Quite the shock, I'll say. But it made sense. From there, I just kept to my routine. As I said, 3 trials await you. Perseverance, wits, and constitution. They each test a virtue that Lady Garrick sought in those she sailed with. I will meet you before each one to explain your goal and offer guidance. After that, it's up to you. Correct. Magical wards surround the shield. After honorably completing each trial, you'll learn a phrase that dispels this protection. Amunara wanted me to tell her this phrase, but I refused. I worry about her plans to get around the wards. They began as a way to weed out those who would serve her poorly. Many aspired to sail with the great Lady Jocelyn Garrick, but she'd only accept the best. If an applicant passed each challenge while maintaining their honor, she welcomed them aboard. Before her last voyage, Lady Garrick asked me to find a new bearer for her shield if she did not return. I swore an oath to find someone worthy. That oath holds me here to this day. Only when the shield is fairly won can I rest. Lady Garrick called it her sacred shield. She claimed that a saint of Arche blessed it with his blood. While she held it, no injury could befall her. I have no reason to doubt this belief. Only when she left it behind did she die in battle. I have thought on that question for ages. At the time, my place was not to question her judgment. I keep reflecting on what she told me. If I don't return, may this preserve my memory. Perhaps she knew the voyage was doomed, no matter what. She declined to tell me. To be honest, I chose not to ask. I knew from the moment I saw Eminara that she wasn't honorable enough to deserve the shield. Strange, though. A shield blessed by the power of Arche should repel a necromancer.
Hurry now. Find a way to the shield hall. Who are you? Another mercenary? Another mercenary? Running a bit late, aren't you? This one has all the help she needs. They will already cost more than she budgeted for. You do appear quite exceptional, though. Perhaps Emunara could swap out one of the others for you. Ugh, by all the stars. Why must that ghost make this difficult? Emunara didn't even know he'd be here. Who sticks around after they die to give people tests? This one sympathizes. But when Amunara leaves, the shield goes with her. Amunara supposes that's fair to tell you. There's a story about Lady Garrick's famous shield. RK himself anointed it with his blood, allegedly. An ambitious young necromancer could use such an artifact. Draw out its power to become stronger. Who knows what dangers lurk in this old ruin? And Amunara refuses to deal with this trial nonsense. The mercenaries will help me break through into the shield hall. Look, be reasonable. Move on and no one will know. Now this one has work to do. It's quite exciting. Legends say Lady Garrick's shield contains the power of RK. It preserved her life as long as she held it, yes? If Amunara can absorb that power, think of the possibilities. Normally it wouldn't. RK can't stand necromancers. We've blurred the line between life and death. But Amunara may have found a way to invert the divine energies in the shield. She could give her summoned death the same protection Lady Garrick enjoyed. Amunara doesn't like to talk about herself. This one is just a simple Khajiit bone raiser trying to make her way in the world. Look, Amunara just met you. Perhaps next time we can swap stories. For now, this one has a shield to acquire.
Ignore her poisonous words. Stay true to your honor.
This one's binding failed? I worked hard to make that.
Words from a hateful creature such as her can only poison your heart. Even attacking someone so lowly would bring dishonor. You must continue on to the trials of worth without fail. Let none break your stride.
Say goodbye to the shield, Ghost Knight.
Quickly, enter the first trial. Welcome to your first test. A trial of perseverance. Best the foes awaiting and unlock the door to pass. The first is now unlocked. The second exit is unlocked. Exit to complete the trial. You've shown great endurance, Challenger. Well done. To learn the phrase needed to win the shield, memorize the words on this tablet. Lady Garrick rose from a low-born child to become a highly respected captain in the All-Flags Navy. She knew the value of pushing past any obstacle, even when you believe all is lost. You demonstrate this same tenacity. I am impressed. Next, you will encounter the Trial of Wits. Sailors must know how to think on their feet. No one writes a manual for everything you encounter on the high seas. Now, move quickly. Emanara continues her destruction of the fortress to bypass the wards. Continue south out of this room and through the caves. You will find the Trial of Wits just beyond. Or, you can take the shortcut through the east wall, if heights don't scare you. Yes, I have watched them tearing down walls across the fortress. She was not exaggerating about her plans to gain the shield. The only way to honorably defeat her is to pass the trials of worth. So hurry, our time slips away. A magnificent knight, an incredible sailor. She was unrelenting, intelligent, and kind. Serving under her in the Order of the Sacred Shield, even for a millennium, would be an unsatisfying amount of time. The Trial of Wits begins here. Observe the 4 tablets around the room. In the proper order, they will light your path. A wise sailor learns from their mistakes. Try once again. Impressive. The next tablet waits beyond the northern door. Read the tablet to learn the next part of the passphrase. What sorcery comes now? Ah! Brigand? Unhand me!
Lower the ward, Ghost Knight.
Nay! She changed the rules. We must speak. I have not felt pain in so long. How cruel a villain who causes suffering in an innocent spirit. Before, I was defending Lady Garrick's honor. Now, mine is at stake. Since you passed the trial of wits, you may proceed. With one alteration. I previously refrained from asking you to attack Emanara. It seemed that defeating her by the trials of worth was the more honorable path. But she's bound me, torn at my home, and now summoned me like a common specter. I shall refrain no longer. Yes, but not in some plain manner. We can use Emanara's own sensor to bind her. As you carried it, the device will have reattuned for living energies. Next time we meet her, light the incense, then toss it at her. It will bind her as she trapped me. In her recklessness, Emanara buried the door to the third trial under rubble. But I know a hidden route. First, you'll need the key. I can mark on your map where to find it in the library. We'll reconvene there, after I've pulled myself together. She grasped my soul as though I were still a man of flesh, but lifted me like a child. As you saw, Emanara's patience has run out. I underestimated her. She'll raise the whole fortress for the shield. The quicker you pass the final trial, the better. During centuries of death, one finds many opportunities for study. You'll see how large the library of Garrick's Rest is. I grew curious about my nature, and did some reading. Turns out that spiritual energy manipulation is fairly simple. I won't claim to be a full-fledged necromancer, but Emanara's device looks fairly standard issue to me. The incense is energy receptive. It passively attunes to dominant existential energy nearby. Once triggered, the trap seeks similar energy. As I said, many centuries, my friend. It's been a very long time since I've been here. We hid the key under one of the rugs. Hopefully, it's still there. found it? Excellent. The secret passage is on the top level of the gardens. I'll meet you there. Here is the secret passage. Enter, Challenger. I'll see you at the third trial. Found your way. Good. Normally, I would not have allowed a challenger to use secret passageways. But Emanara's minions changed the nature of this trial. It is no longer as Lady Garrick designed. So, perhaps I can allow some improvisation. Are you prepared for the next trial? You come to the trial of Constitution. How much pain can you endure, Challenger? We shall soon find out. Find a way to unlock the exit without dying. None have passed this final room since before Lady Garrick sailed. Good luck, Challenger. I'm really hoping you'll pull through. Similar to the trial of Perseverance, the door to the exit is locked, but a device exists to open it. Reaching both the device and the door is where the difficulty lies. Curses! The door is now unlocked. The question is, can you make it there? Well done! You actually made it through. The last tablet awaits you. We'll talk after. Finally, at long last, someone has accomplished Lady Garrick's third test. She was not a brutal woman, but she did not suffer the weak. It was this attitude that let her ascend so quickly. Now, I have met her equal. Correct. Since you passed all the trials, you learned the passphrase that will let you walk where none have walked for centuries. Just keep following these corridors until you reach the Shield Hall. I'll await you there. I am certain we'll encounter Eminara at the Shield Hall. Be prepared to use the sensor. It should have attuned itself to your unique energy by now. We'll likely only have one chance. Let's make it count.
Attack! Emunara commence!
She's distracted. Now's your chance. Use the sensor!
What? How?
How does it feel, Necromancer? You and your dishonorable ways came close, but not close enough. Challenger, it's time for you to prove your worth. Are you ready?
Release Emunara! This one must have that shield!
Although the Necromancer has proven herself unworthy, I cannot yet allow you to pass. One more test of worth awaits you. A surprise, to ensure you remember your lessons here. Are you ready for the test of virtue? You need to recall the virtues you learned from the tablets after each trial of worth to answer each question, starting with this one. Faced with overwhelming odds, what must the bearer of the shield demonstrate? Correct. Next question. What keeps the bearer of the shield stable and informs their choices? Incorrect. Try again. What keeps the bearer of the shield stable and informs their choices? Correct. Final question. Through what quality will the bearer of the shield reach the pinnacle of their potential and ability? Incorrect. Try again. Through what quality will the bearer of the shield reach the pinnacle of their potential and ability? With that final and correct answer, I will dispel the wards and grant you access to the sacred shield. Congratulations, champion.
You will regret this. This one swears it.
Claim what is yours, champion. The shield As a new bearer, my oath is fulfilled. I'm finally free. Thank you, champion. You did as you said you would, and claimed the shield before that necromancer stole it from its resting place. My duty is fulfilled, and I can finally rest. Indeed, champion. I confess that I was beginning to fear I'd be trapped amid these crumbling ruins forever. This day, I finally follow Lady Garrick on the greatest voyage of all. Thank you again. May you bear the sacred shield with honor. Good fortune, wherever your adventures take you. I'm sure that censor won't hold her forever. Once she's free, she'll likely be quite angry. I suggest you leave this place before that happens, champion.
Emunara will be free eventually, Dalcla. Then this one will exact her revenge. Remember these words.
Feel how the ground shook. Look at Ifalon in the distance. I've never seen Mount Firesong so active. I don't like the looks of that volcano. As if we didn't have enough trouble already. Could this be related to what Valencia and you discovered at the Druidic Circle? Could the Ascendant Magus really affect the volcano to such an extent? That's true. The ground rumbled when he summoned a storm at the castle, and the volcanic vents became active after he conjured the storm that wrecked the Alliance ships. There was no storm this time, though. Absolutely nothing, dear. But Mount Firesong hasn't erupted in centuries. The Druids maintain its slumber. Let's hope they can keep it calm until we stop the Magus from drawing more power. In the meantime, let's look inside Mistmouth Cave, shall we? Anything that points us to the Order's upcoming meeting. If the Ascendant Magus sent out a summons, someone here should know about it. And keep watch for anything else of importance. You never know what clue will be the one to solve the mystery. Mount Firesong is the volcano that rises above the island of Ifalon. You can see it in the distance. It's always been restless, and its vents and hot springs stretch throughout the archipelago. I didn't think too much about the initial rumbles. The Stone Lord Druids administer to the vents here on High Isle, but the Firesong Circle controls Ifalon. Outsiders aren't welcome there, and I've never seen one of their druids. They say the Firesongs work to keep the volcano appeased. Head inside. I'm right behind you. Volkesh? Be careful. They're drawn to volcanic activity. Dead Ascendant Order Knights? They must have fallen to the lava creatures. A map of Castle Navarre. The Order attacked there already, but this map shows a river where there shouldn't be one. This cave is crawling with Ascendant Order Knights and Volkesh. We should be careful. He plans to use this power in their next attack. We need to determine the target. A summons to a council of the Ascendant Order. This is what we've been looking for. Let's talk. So let's review what we found. First, there was a map of Castle Navir that showed a river that doesn't exist. At least it's not on the surface. If it depicts an underground river, it could also indicate a hidden passage beneath the castle. Let me see that again. Yes. The Ascendant Magus thinks he can draw on the volcano to lend power to his spells. The next target they attack, he'll have more control over his ritual. Below the sleeping knights? What could that mean? Statues or bodies? I suspect we're looking for catacombs again, like the ones we found beneath Urbane Chapel. But I saw no sleeping knights there. I assume that the poor departed Banneret Janine succumbed either to the heat and fumes in these caves, or to the Volkesh that congregate near the lava pools. But their misfortune is our good luck. We have what we need to move forward. Of course, it becomes quite clear when you put all the pieces together. The Deforts have interred their dead in the vaults beneath their castle for centuries. The Order must be meeting in the Navia dungeons. I'll collect Jakan and meet you there.